Thank you, Kat. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you again for being here to demand that UMich must care and support us, the most valuable asset of the university, our students, our staff, and our faculty. I'm Carrie Rheingans, a lecturer in the U of M School of Social Work, a proud member of the Lecturers Employee Organization, which is the American Federation of Teachers Local 6244. When we were both students here, my husband and I met at the School of Social Work where he was studying to be a mental health therapist. And today I teach classes in organizing policy advocacy. And I love seeing so many of you out here using your democratic rights. So thank you for being here today. As mentioned, I'm a Democratic candidate for the 47th district of the new districts in the House of Representatives. And I'm running to advance policies that in part will support working families like ours to ensure that we have conditions across our state that are conducive for healthy people, healthy families, and healthy communities. But my favorite job right now is being mom to Autumn. She is my 5-year-old daughter. She'd say 5.5, Mom. She's now a student at the not U of M yet, Ann Arbor Public Schools, and she still attends our beloved daycare center, which is in Ypsi. We live in the western side of Ann Arbor. So we have to drive her to Ypsi every morning. My husband works in Chelsea now, and we can't afford a daycare center near us because they're too expensive. We're adding a lot of extra logistics to our working family's busy life. But my husband is an essential worker as a mental health therapist, and I'm working 2 jobs right now. So it is worth it though, because our child care center is more than just a place to drop kids off and make sure they're fed and their diapers are changed. The work there is by skilled, knowledgeable, and passionate people who help kids develop and learn, even from infancy. I remember when my daughter was not even 1 yet and she started using sign language, we did not teach her that, right? A couple years later, during the early days of the pandemic, she was holding a pencil drawing. We did not teach her how to hold a pencil. The staff are skilled and knowledgeable about this work. Every working family deserves this kind of support to help develop their children in early childhood. And we could pay our childcare workers much more, but we can't. When my daughter was an infant, we actually paid the same amount for her daycare every month as we paid for our rent every month, as we paid in student loans every month. That is what I have called the millennial trifecta of suck, because that's what it is. How the heck are we supposed to get ahead as a working family when the very basics of our everyday life are drowning us? We are not the only family facing this situation. Many U of M community members, especially students, staff, and non-tenured faculty, are in this boat with us. U of M has the opportunity to join the TriShare program, which was mentioned, and help pay for the costs of childcare for our most important resource. The University of Michigan is my 3-time alma mater, one of my current employers, and is a globally known institution that calls itself the leaders and best. Well, University of Michigan, prove it. Prove that you can be a leader here in our state by being one of the first public universities to join the TriShare program. Prove that you can be the best by engaging us, your students, your staff, your faculty, in designing and developing and implementing the TriShare program across all 3 of your campuses. Actions speak louder than slogans. Show us that you are the leaders and best, and join the TriShare program. Thank you.